Hello everyone, I am back with my next video based on Python Pandas 1, chapter 1 of class 12th IB, and here we are covering part 2 of Python Pandas. Now today I am starting with the data frame topic. You have already studied about series in the data structure. Now we are starting with data frame. Data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. It's just like a table. Table is a combination of rows and columns, so data frame is also a combination of row and column. We can have different types of columns. Its size can be changed or mutable. You can give different labels to the columns and rows, and even you can apply arithmetic operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication on days and rows and columns. You can see the structure. We have serial number, admission number, student name, class, section, gender, date of birth. These are the different columns. While Nidhi Mandal, first A, girl, 7/8/2008, this is an example of row. If you want to create a data frame, you have to write Pandas data frame. It is a constructor because data frame is the name of the topic, and even data frame we are using for as a function. So data frame is the name of the constructor which we are using to create a data frame. Pandas is the name of the variable which you are importing, and then after you can give data, index and different values which they are asking in the column to fulfill. So data frame is a combination of rows and columns just like a table, and you can create by using the constructor, and name of the function is data frame only. Now see the screen, pandas.dataFrame in bracket data, index, columns, data type or d type, and then copy. So if you want to create a data frame, you have to write pandas, name of the object, dot data frame, which is the constructor, then write the data, its index, column. These are the information which you have to provide in the bracket. Now see the example. We are creating a data frame, pandas data frame. So we can create it by following ways. We can create it by list, we can create it by dictionary, we can create it by series which is already prepared by us, or you can use numpy array, or you can use another data frame which you have already created. Now just see one example. Create an empty data frame. We are not providing any data, we are simply creating the data frame which is empty. First of all, we have to import pandas. So import pandas as pd1. Otherwise you have to write full pandas.dataframe. Since we have imported as pd1, so we are using pd1.dataframe. Here data frame is the constructor which I have already explained you. Constructor is the name of the function whose name is similar to that of the class. And we are saving all this thing in df1. Now you can see data frame. After data frame we have an empty bracket. This empty bracket shows that we are creating a data frame but no values we are giving. That's why it is empty data frame. And if you want to see it, you want to see the structure, so give print command in bracket df1. So first we have to import the pandas library, then we will create data frame by data frame function. We can save it in any variable, and then we can give a print command. Now see the output, it's empty data frame. What is column? Nothing. In the column nothing is coming, nothing is giving as the index. Since we are not giving any data, so no information is coming in the column. Column is the heading of the table, and no index are being provided in that. I hope it is clear. Pandas data frame can be created by using a list, dictionaries, series, numpy array and another data frame. These all example we have already studied in class 11th. Now see another example. Now we are creating a data frame from list. List we can create by using square bracket, if you remember. Now see first example, import pandas as pd1. This is the name of the pandas object. Now in the data1 is the variable for list. We are giving values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in square bracket. It means that data1 is a list variable. Then df1 is the variable in which we are saving the data frame. But we want to create the data frame by list, and name of the list variable is data1. So concentrate on the third line. pd1 means the object of pandas dot data frame, which is the constructor for data frame, and in bracket data1 means we are creating a data frame with list, and name of the list is data1, and this all information we are saving in df1. Now print df1 will give the output. See the output. Automatically it will give index as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your data will display as 1, 2, 3, 4. Means we have two columns. First is the index column and the second one is the value which we are giving. I hope it is clear. Now see the second example. Again we have imported pandas as PD1. Now data 1. We have studied list in this manner also, nested form, Freya and 10. That is the information for the first element of list 1. Then Mohak 12 and Dwivedi 13. These three labels we have given in data 1. Now we are creating a data frame. So pd1.data frame. Now data. Data is what which we have created in the list and name is that data 1. Columns equals to. Here we are giving heading of the column. So what is the name of the column? Name and age. Because we are giving Freya 10. So Freya is the first entry for the first column and 10 is the first entry for the second column. So name and age are the heading, and in this heading we will get the data or rows from data 1 which is in the form of a list. Then print df1. Since df1 is having the information of the data frame, so we will write df1 in bracket. Now see the output. What is the heading of the column? Name and age, which we have given in the data frame constructor. Then after Freya and 10, first row, Mohak and 12, second row, Dwivedi and 13, third row. I hope it is clear. Now in the next, it is giving data frame by using dictionary of ND array or list. See in this example, import pandas as PD1, same as we have done earlier. Data 1 equals to name. Now see, we are using curly bracket which is used for dictionary and array as well. So curly bracket, in curly bracket it's written name. Then what is the name? Freya and Mohak. It's over. Square bracket is over in that because it is array. Then after comma age is the heading of the second column, 9, 10. So we can create data frame or the table by different manner. It can be in the form of list or it can be in the form of dictionary of array. Now again same step, pd1.data frame and then data 1 and print out. See, output is coming as name and age, Freya and Mohak 9, 10. You can also give rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 or the indexing according to you. If you want to give your own indexing, then you can give the example as it is given in the example 1, index equals to. Then if whatever index you will going to provide, accordingly it will work. See, df1 pd1.data frame data 1 and then index equals to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So indexing will be done accordingly whatever you want. Otherwise it will take 0 and 1 only as the index of the first row and the second row. Now we are creating a data frame from list of dictionary. List of dictionary. So see, square bracket we are using because list we are talking about and then dictionary. If you remember, in the dictionary we have element and index. Both the things are there. So x is the index and its value is 1. Y is the index and its value is 2. Similarly, x and 5, y and 4, z and 5. This we are giving since list is also there and dictionary is also there. Now see the output x, y, z. These are the different x, y, z are the different column heading x, y and z. For the first column, x, y and z will be the column heading. Now see the first row. X key value is 1, y is 2. But no value of z is there for the first one. That's why it is giving NaN. The data is not available. Then second one it is 5, 4 and 5 for x, y and z and that will be displayed. Now one more thing I want to tell you, x, y and z are the heading, but for the first it is not showing z. That's why it is not giving NA, it is giving NaN because no values are available. And since we have not given any index, so it is taking indexes 0 and 1. Now in this example, we are creating a data frame from dictionary of series. Series which we have already prepared, or if we are preparing the series, from the series, we are creating a data frame, means we are creating a table. Now import command is clear. Now concentrate on this line. df1 equals to 1. Here 1 is the heading of the column. So first we have to give column heading followed by a colon. Then in column, after column pd1 dot series. Series is again a constructor to create a series. Now what are the elements in the series? 1, 2 and 3. Then you know very well that in series we have to give index also. So index is A, B and C. So first column is 1. See the output. First column is 1. Values are 1, 2 and 3 in different row and index is A, B, C. After comma 2. 2 is the name of the another column, second column. Again pd1 dot series having entries as 1, 2, 3, 4 and index is A, B, C, D. See the output. Second column is 2. A, B, C, D are the indexes and 1, 2, 3, 4 are the value. Now see the first column 1. Since we have given in the 1 only 3 rows value, fourth we have not given, but for the second column 2 we have 4 entries. That's why in the first one it is given NaN. I hope it is clear. Then you have to, D1 we have created from series, but we have to create data frame actually. That's why df1 equals to pd1 dot data frame, and then in bracket d1 we are creating a data frame from series. So first we have to we use series constructor, and we have to create values in the variable d1 for series, and this series variable we have to call in the data frame constructor. I hope it is clear. If you want to select a particular column, you want to see what are the values in the first column. So what command will write? Print name of the data frame variable and then column name. So that values of column will be displayed. You can see column selection. So it will select that particular column and give the output. Now adding a new column by passing a series. Suppose I want to add a third column as 3. So df1 in bracket 3. What we want to give? So pd1 dot series. In that series values whatever you want to give. So it is 10, 20, 30 and index ABC. So we will have a column 3 with value 10, 20 and 30, and ABC in front of the index NaN will be shown. Similarly, if you want to add a new column, but I don't want to give any values in that. I want to add first and second column or first and third column, and that value will be displayed in the fourth one. So what will be the command? So df1 4 is the name of the fourth column, df1 1 plus df1 3. So values of both the columns 1 and 3 will be added, and that answer means 10 plus 1 11, 20 plus 2 22, 30 plus 3 33 will be displayed in the fourth column. Now create a data frame from a text file. Suppose you have a text file, and from that text file you want to create a data frame. So how can we do that? For that you have to use a command read table. First you have to import pandas, and then in that pandas you have to use a command or a function read table, pandas.read table. Then you have to give the name, path of the full text file which you want to add, which you want to read, which you want to bring as a data frame. See the example. Now here name of the file is input distance.txt. This is the text file. Since it is having some spaces also, so we have to give delim white space equals to true, and names equals to ABC. These are the name of the column name as ABC. It will create a data frame object with column name ABC, and its data type will be int 64, and float 64 by default. Okay, in the next one, suppose you want to make a data frame, you want to create a data frame from CSV file. CSV is comma separated value file. CSV, comma separated value, means you have separated different values by comma. See the example. Suppose file name CSV file contain the following data: date, comma, price, comma, factor 1, comma, factor 2. So we have separated different data by comma. So comma separated value, and then 2 rows are given as date, price, factor 1 and factor 2. So first of all you have to import pandas as PD. Then after, see the third last line, data equals to PD. PD is the name of the panda object. Dot read dot underscore CSV. This is the inbuilt function which is used to read a CSV file. CSV file yani comma separated value, and you have to write the name of the file with its path. So automatically read function will going to read it, and that value will be saved in data. I hope it is clear. If you want to see the first line of the loaded data, we have to write data.head1 will give you the first line or the first row of the CSV file. I hope it is clear. If you want to read, if you want to create a data frame from CSV file, so you have to use pd.read CSV and the name of the CSV file which you want to load from. It can be created in MS Word, in text file, in the form of notepad. So from where you want to bring it, CSV file, you can bring it by using read.csv function. In data frame, you want to add columns. df equals to pd.dataframe A, first column with content 1 to 3, B, second column with content 4, 5, 6, and C is the third one, 7, 8, 9. C is the list in which it is written 7, 8, 9. df bracket C equals to C. It means we are creating the third column, and name of the column is capital C, and what are the values which are given in variable small c, yani ki 7, 8, 9. So A, B, C will be the 3 columns with value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. I hope it is clear. Means we have added the third column C afterward by using this command. Suppose you want to delete a particular column. So for that we will write del df1. df1 is the name of df1 or df whatever is the name of your data frame variable, that variable name, and then in bracket you have to write the name of the column. one is the name of the column which we want to delete, and del function is used to delete the column. You can also use pop. If you remember last year also we studied in list del and pop. So if you want to delete column, you can use pop function also, def.pop, and then name of the column which you want to delete. You can see the difference. In del you have to use square bracket, but in pop you have to use bracket. Now if you want to rename a column, df equals to pd dot data frame a 1 2 3 and b 4 5 6. If you want to rename from capital A to small a and from capital B to small c, so we will use command rename. How? df is the object for data frame, so df dot rename function is used to rename the column. In bracket you have to write columns equals to a. A is the old name and small a is the new name, comma, b is the old name and c is the new name, and then you have to close the curly bracket, and then you have to close the bracket which you started after rename function. I hope it is clear. If you want to delete a column, you can use del or pop. If you want to rename a column, you have to use rename function, then in bracket columns, and the name of the column in curly bracket, first the old one and the new one. See the output. Automatically index is 0 1 2 and new name of the column are a and c, small a and small c. Next, suppose you want to select row, you want to do addition and deletion, then what we will do for that? See the example, import pandas as pd1, d1 equals to 1 in curly bracket. So 1 is the name of the column and we are creating by series. So in the first column whose heading is 1, we have 3 values 1, 2 and 3 in the row with index ABC. 2 and second column name is 2 with content 1, 2, 3, 4 and index as ABCD. I hope it is clear. Now in the next line df1. df1 is the object for data frame. pd1 dot data frame and d1. We are creating a data frame from d1 which is series. Now give the command print df1 dot loc and then b. LOC is for location. So what we want to locate? B. What is B here? B is the name of the index. So how it will display that result? See, ONE1 and then 2. ONE is the first column name, TO is the second column name. What is the value of B in that? So in both the cases B value is 2.0, 2.0. Means if you want to get a particular value of a particular index, so we can use LOC command, and then in that we have to give the index name number or name of the index we have to provide in the LOC bracket. It will give you the output with the column name of that particular index. I hope it is clear. Now in the next video I will explain you more about Python pandas. Thank you. Keep on reading your book chapter number 1. And if you have any doubt, you can make it clear from me.